Hey everybody, my name is Tez Steinberg. I'm the founder of the United World Challenge, and in just a few weeks, I'm going to leave San Francisco in a 23-foot boat and row, solo and self-supported, all the way to Hawaii. That's the United World Challenge. And in this video, I'd like to share with you the equipment that I'm bringing on this trip. The media equipment to share the photos and videos, make a documentary film, and the communications equipment that I'll use to share that with you live during the crossing. So, first of all, as you can see beside me, we have 4 SLR cameras, 5 lenses to get different shots on the boat, 2 DJI Osmo action cameras. They're basically like GoPro equivalents. These will be mounted on the boat as well. I have 2 360 cameras. What's the point of 360? Well, I'll be alone in the boat, but I want to share the experience. I want you to experience it. Put on the headset, see the sunrise, sunset, feel a storm. So that's what these 2 are, 2 different types of cameras, donated. I bought that myself out of my pocket. So after the row, we'll produce these immersive experiences. I also have a drone. This is a Mavic Air 2, cameras in the front there. So I'll be flying that on calm days and hopefully not losing it in the ocean to gather some cool aerial content. Now it's power hungry stuff, so I have a couple solar panels, a bunch of battery banks. There's also 250 watts of solar installed on the boat and 200 amp hours of power installed in the boat. These battery banks will be connected to the cameras and the sound equipment that'll be just rolling throughout the day. Now it's creating a lot of content, aiming to shoot several hours of video per day. So what do we do with all that? Well, a few terabytes of SD cards, and every few days I'll transfer the data using these file transfer devices to these ruggedized hard drives. This is 40 terabytes of hard drives, which I'll store in these Pelican cases and in these dry bags so that they are safe and sound at all times. Here we have gimbals. The idea is to use gimbals, have them mounted on the boat using suction cups so that 2 of the SLRs are permanently mounted and just gathering content. Over the next week or 2, I'll be testing if this is actually viable and what exactly the setup will look like. But that's the plan. Waterproof housings for the cameras and waterproof bags to go around the housings, and sound equipment so that we're also running microphones to actually gather independent soundtracks. And so the filmmaker in Denmark, who has donated all of this equipment, by the way, he can make a documentary film and actually have all of the files separate as a filmmaker would want. Now here in the end, we have a very humble little microphone, a couple of these guys. This is actually, as simple as this is, part of what excites me most about the project, because what I just shared with you, most of that content will be post-production. I'll share bits and pieces, but this is actually how you can get deep into the story. So I'll be recording audio samples every day and sending them back to a podcast producer. If you're into podcasts, follow United World Challenge on any of the podcast platforms, and every week you'll get a new episode of what the heck is happening out in the middle of the ocean. We've already launched it, so catch up on past episodes and get ready for some new ones. Now the question is, right, all this content, how do you actually send it back to land? Well, the big files I won't send back, but small files, a 30-second video every day, photos every day, a short audio sample, I'll send back using an array of satellite communication devices. So I have a couple of phones here. These will actually control the gimbals. I have an iPhone SE, and the phone that's shooting this video is an iPhone 11 Pro. I'll use those to connect to internet. Now these are 2 satellite devices, an Iridium Go and a BGAN, and those basically set up local Wi-Fi signal that I can connect my phones to and then send content back. I'll actually send it back via WhatsApp. It compresses the photos and videos to a reasonable size, send it back to my media team, who put that on a map. So you want to see where I am, you can see all of the content as well on the route that I'm traveling. What I have here are 2 different GPS devices. This is just for tracking my location, and this is what we'll use to build the map. So you'll see where I am, but then we'll also load the content over it. And this is a Garmin Inreach. I'll use this to send text messages to my land-based team. Sonia Baumstein, who built my boat and is my duty officer, giving me weather updates and stuff. So this is a communication device, and it's also my backup GPS device so that we can continue building the map even if this device went out. This is a Vhf Radio not a satellite device, but I forgot the other satellite phone. But I wanted to just have it here for visual effect. Now, I want to point something out. The Vhf Radio, satellite phone, Garmin Inreach, the tracker, and this Iridium Go, those are essentials, irrespective of what a rowing campaign's media ambitions are, irrespective of how much they want to share the story, whether their journey is just for them or to inspire others. Those are essential items, and those are the only items that I bought with the crowdfund support. I mentioned the GoPro 360 I bought with my own pocket, but the rest of this equipment was donated. It was donated because my friend Mick and other sponsors, like Founders First, who helped buy this BGAN, Voice for Nature Foundation, who also helped buy the BGAN, they believe in the project. They believe the United World Challenge can inspire people. They believe it can help clean our oceans, raise scholarship funds, and all the other pieces of the project. And so what I'm saying is the 200 plus people who have donated to the crowdfund, your gifts have a massive multiplier effect. You have enabled all of this. By helping me get the essentials, all of this is possible. And what's to come is a documentary film and a whole bunch of more content. So, look, I'm looking to be on the water in just 3 weeks and launch this project. The boat is just about finished. One thing is not finished, and that's the crowdfund. We're at $71,000, just shy, and of the $75,000 goal. Now, those last 4K are important. They're going to go towards key project expenses that haven't been covered yet. Items like this communication equipment. It's not going to the media equipment because that's already been covered and donated. So look, if you're inspired by the challenge and you want to support, I would love to have your help. And as I've offered crowdfund backers in the past, I have an ocean bottle. This bottle is made of ocean plastic. The cap and cup are made of ocean plastic, and each bottle funds the collection of 1,000 ocean-bound plastic containers. So as you follow the United World Challenge and see me row across the Great Pacific Garbage Patch, the largest accumulation of ocean plastic in the world, if you want to be a part of the solution, join the crowdfund, get yourself an ocean bottle, and then buckle up for an amazing ride ahead. Thank you, everybody.